Hey everyone, I love this sunflower, and it's a volunteer sunflower. Welcome back. So I'm on here. Ooh, hang on, still trying to get the hang of it. I'm out here to show you that even with all the best plans, all the best work, intention, everything else you put into it, you're still going to have those times, those days where certain crops, certain plants, they just say not gonna play this game this season. And that's what happened with my tomatoes. We had a bunch of really horrible, no, it was wonderful rain, but it did not let up. It just kept raining and raining and raining and raining, and with the heat and the humidity, it just set it up to be like a tropical sauna out here, which sets up for plants, certain plants, to have disease and issues. So the tomato plants, they thrived last year, they did great, and then later in the year I wound up covering them with a shade cloth and they did really well. But that's because we didn't have a lot of heavy spring rain last year. This year we had a ton of spring rain, and this, I'm going to turn it around. There we go. This is what has happened to so many of them. So this guy, he's wilting, he's having issues. There's a lot of plants over here that, like, these guys are healthy. I'm going to work on my zoom here. These guys are healthy, these guys are healthy, and then I get to a gap where they are so not healthy. And it could be part plant. It could also be a big part of that is the rain, for sure. Like if you look at some of my Romas on the other side that are on, hang on. These guys, you see some little ones that are at the breaker stage coming through. That red that's right there. That's right there. Those are some Romas that are coming out, but the plants themselves are very diseased. So I'm going to try to see what I can do about salvaging as many of those little green tomatoes as I can. But ultimately, they're going to wind up coming out here in a couple of weeks, and I'm going to start over. So that's the beauty of this. Ooh, that's really pretty up there. I love the sun coming through the trees. Anyway, the thing about all of this is that you just keep pushing forward. So you're going to have stuff that dragonflies, sorry, shiny thing. You're going to have stuff that doesn't do well. You're going to have stuff that does great. And it's how you handle it when it doesn't do well that kind of sets the tone for the rest of your garden season. So even though these guys are not doing well, and they were the base for all of the sauces, the pasta sauces, the barbecue, that's so much that's tomato based, that's what that was all for. But we're going to reseed and go again. So now I'm going to take you to some of the other things that, there we go. Sorry, that was probably a little bit too close up on my face, but it's going to take you to some other things of beauty. And I have some echinacea coming up. Those are the pretty little white snow coneflowers. And then we're going to loop around over here. It's a hibiscus plant. And then I have a pineapple pear tree. So it's a pear tree that has the flavor of pineapple. We'll find out when it actually bears fruit. But this little wonder showed its face today. And it's beautiful. Ooh, oh, I'm sorry. There's a bee in there collecting pollen. It's okay. She'll come back, I'm sure. Anyway. These are the beautiful things that kind of offset when stuff goes sideways. And look at this hibiscus flower. I posted a still picture earlier, but anyway, I just wanted to share that I know I post a lot of pictures of all the pretty things and all the wonderful things, but I also need to post pictures when things don't work out, because that is the nature of gardening. This is an apricot tree that I got earlier this year when I got my new job. I told Michael, I said, hey, when I get this job, can I get an apricot tree? Because we always make the joke that we have fruit trees. There's never so much such a thing as too many fruit trees, but it's okay. Anyway, the point being, sorry, get back to where I was, is that just keep moving forward, keep trying. I'm starting a whole another set of seeds on these tomato plants, and we're going to start over going into fall so that we can plant a fall garden for another harvest. But at the same time, enjoying all these other pretty things too that are still doing wonderfully, that the bugs haven't gotten, that hasn't been an issue. Just always stay positive. Mindset in life is everything. Mindset in the garden is absolutely everything as well. So it's all circular, cyclical. I'm sure I can come up with a couple other synonyms for that one. But anyway, just wanted to share. You guys have a great day.